of flame from Teo Fabi's turbo as he backs off and then accelerates.
Now here we are back at the FB F1 project, and we've got the Hayabusa Gen 2 engine here, the exhaust system, working on that now. And so what I'm planning to do is use turbocharger, and these are all my steam pipes, heavy walled steam pipes, which is the go for a turbo, and there's the turbo there. And here's some of the housings. Now the reason I've got it all apart is because what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use their internal wastegate, which would have once had a valve there, which I've removed. And then what I've done is I've machined up my own plate, 10mm plate, and that's going to go there. And then I've also machined up this boss here for the V-clamp mounting, and that's going to get attached to that through with a TIG welder, inside and out. And then what I might even do later is attach the wastegate, open this out, make it flow a bit better, and then continue that hole through there, so I can put my wastegate. I'll be running one of these eBay wastegate controls, external wastegate, which I'll pull apart and make sure it's all working properly. It seems to be okay, but I've seen them full of junk and crap from Chinese manufacturing, which is not ideal, but they seem to work. Again, V-clamps come with that. There's all my bends for my exhaust system, which I'm going to make. There's the Hayabusa manifold, which I machined from 10mm plate. And what I did is I cut the old spigots off the original motorcycle exhaust off the Hayabusa and welded them to this plate. And then what's going to happen after that is, I'll be putting my steam pipes and various bits and pieces to get that to all work. Now I also machined up a T3 turbo adapter, and I made this manifold or merge collector myself, and trimmed up the pipes and TIG welded them in, made it all flow nice. I think that'll work. Looks pretty good. The turbo is going to tuck in. That's what we're aiming for. There's my little mock-up CAD of the template for the manifold. The turbo is going to tuck in here, basically in here somewhere, nice and low in here. Pipe's going to run out there, and the stinger for the wastegate as well. So here we go. The next job now is to drill and tap that extra hole there, not going into the chamber, and then TIG this onto that, and then plough on. And now here we see that boss is welded to the base plate of that hot side, and that's all worked out pretty well, and there's not that much distortion, so it might need a little skim in the milling machine to face it, but it's pretty flat. And that was TIG welded on the outside and the inside, so I can't see that going anywhere. And as I said earlier, I'll probably end up putting the wastegate control port on that same plate, so I can run the external wastegate on a short piece of pipe, and that should work out nicely. And here I'm just checking all the threads to make sure that at least the plate lines up with the existing threads and the one that I added in it, and that worked out okay, so it's all good. All good. Alright, so we've got the turbo crudely mocked up in place, but I think that's good enough. Got it squared up by using this, and of course I've got to hold that ruler, and then I slide this along, and I can see that it's square. The entire car is actually squared up with the center line to the table. That's good enough. So what I'm doing is I'm just getting the turbo in place. I haven't clocked the turbine, the center section yet. That can rotate around, that's not important. But right now I've just got everything squared by using this clamp, and I've got a jack screw under there to level it off. So I've actually placed a level, across here, and checked for that, for squareness, and and all that. And I've got a little bit of wood in behind there to keep it tucked. The idea is the turbo is going to be low, centre of gravity, and then it'll give me a little bit more room to get my merge collector, which I'll just grab here. So the merge collector will go there, and it'll be low enough to allow me to curl the various bends and straights to get that exhaust manifold done. So that's looking like that might all work. So okay in there. So yeah, that's next. So basically, that's my jig. What I intend to do is maybe put the merge collector on the T3 flange, and then maybe I'll tack up a couple of braces or something or other, see how I feel about that, and then I might take it over to the welding bench and then weld it up off the engine, or I might just tack the tubes in place on the engine and then go from there. Anyway, that's the next job, is to get that turbo exhaust manifold all done, as again I'll be using these various pipes and bends and things and straights to get that to all work. See how that all goes. Well, quite a productive day today. Managed to get the turbo mounted. I've only got 2 of the header pipes connected. I'll clean them up. They're running quite nice, and then the next will be the outside pipes that'll pick up on this merger. So I've only got 2 pipes to go. That's quite strong now, so that turbo's worked out well. So yeah, it's got the turbo mounted. Just got to finish the manifold, clean it up a little bit. See, I've already sanded this one, cleaned it down a bit. Oh, the TIG welds aren't too bad, but make it look nice and smooth. This steam pipe's got plenty of wall thickness, so there's plenty of material to make it, clean it up, make it look good. I'll probably get it ceramic coated, the whole thing. Yeah, so I'll come around the other side. You can see got my Chinese TIG welder there. And here's the hot side. Again, I've still got to run that pipe there, exhaust. But I've got the, I discarded the old cast iron. It's a V-clamp for the exhaust, which is good, but it had a wastegate control inbuilt, and I'm going to be using this external wastegate, so I've got done away with that. So what I did was I turned a new part to emulate that, and a 10mm plate, which has basically got the wastegate blanked off, and I just TIG welded that to the plate, both sides, so that's on good. See, there's the exhaust impeller turbine. So they're all coming along quite nicely. Quite pleased with that. Once I get those 2 pipes on there, that's going nowhere. Nice big heavy steam pipe. Yeah, so that was good, looking good. What I'll probably do, there's a wastegate port in there on the turbo. Well, what I'm thinking of doing, I reckon I'll be able to pull it off, is actually bore that plate and attach a smaller pipe here for the something like that. Oh, that's probably too big. Something like this, maybe a bit smaller. Something along these lines, like that. A little bit smaller pipe than that. Maybe some stainless steel. I got some 1.5" stainless would be better than this. And then the wastegate can get mounted directly to that. The external wastegate pick up the original port, which is a hole through there. They're beautiful, and then I can put the wastegate on directly onto that pipe or wherever I need to angle it. And then the exhaust, the stinger off the wastegate, can run parallel with the the main exhaust, which I'm going to run along just above the base of the car, and then pop out straight out the diffuser, much like the original Williams did. Should make some noise. That'd be good. Anyway, productive day today. Very pleased with that. Okay.